we are puzzled about the state we find ourselves in, free in language, free in thought, free in action, but not contented with our freedom. May we not have mistaken ourselves, mistaken our nature. In the same way as the integrity of bodily action depends on the constancy of the body image as the point of reference, perhaps our difficulties of thought and language derive from a mistake in our reference image of ourselves as human. We are men and have been trying to convince ourselves that we are only animals. Because we share with animals bodily functions, eating, excretion, sexual action, reproduction, and our bodies and brains are built on the common foundations of the animal, we have collectively fallen into the error of interpreting ourselves simply as animals, disregarding what makes us more than animals: the complexity of our brains, the fineness of our instinct of sympathy, our pleasure in intelligence and beauty. However these qualities may be constructed on, derived from, hunger, thirst, lust, pain, they are still more than and different from these, as a bird's wings have the new and unknown quality of flight, though they were shaped from the limbs of a reptile. So the psychiatrist searches in the literal dung heap of our animal natures, links the pursuit of money with excretion, art and music with lust, the struggle to excel, to achieve, with brute hunger and aggression, converts the impulse to respond to the vivid attraction of a bright mind, of vitality in man or woman, into a mindless desire for sexual release. The psychiatrist, the sociologist, the newspaper critic racing to keep up with the latest fad, the instant analysts of television, the corrupt revolutionaries, systematically destroy, smear, mangle in their decaying minds all the things that have made human life of some significance in time: art, music, sympathy, friendship, sexual love, the pursuit of knowledge, of goodness, of spiritual growth and integrity. More and more rapidly we are coming to a world where the corrupt lead the inevitably corruptible, bring them to share their own despair, their own self-disgust, their own abasement. And the weapon, the instrument, being used to rot humanity is the fine evolutionary flower of humanity, language, which marks our separateness from the orderly, responsible gorilla. Debasement of language is a debasement of our thought, of the structure of ourselves. We seem to have arrived at a higher inarticulacy, where language is a stream of covert or overt obscenities, impurities, curses, formed by sensitive literary skills into the stuff of daily talk, the daily newspapers, the magazines, television, and elevated ignorance. If we want to progress as a society amongst competing societies, struggling forward in the evolutionary movement from animal to man and beyond man, we must purify our thought, purify our language, so that we can see ourselves and others cleanly and clearly, and so be able to find what is true and good and necessary.